So, a lot of people that know you say that you're humility embodied. How important is humility?
I would say that it's the most important value or trait that anybody can have. Uh, there's nothing in the contract of human beings that says that you have to be grateful, you have to be kind, you have to be humble, you have to be, always looking to help. But I think something great happens when you imbibe those qualities. All kinds of good things start to happen to you. And kindness is never kept, it's shared and it's returned and it comes back to you multifold. So I have seen that just doing seva and helping gives you a sense of fulfillment, of a sense of joy, a sense of happiness that money cannot buy.
Yes, true, very
And
true, sir.
therefore, being humble, I think it's a very important value or a trait. And if we can teach younger people those qualities, the formal education helps, but these characteristics are something that can make them extremely successful as human beings. Gratitude, being humble, being giving is, I think, a very important aspect of personal growth.
So, was it instilled in you by your parents or it was natural? Because just few minutes back when I spoke to your sister, she was saying that ever since your childhood, you were like that. You just wanted to go and distribute things. So, was it a family given trait or you naturally developed it?
I don't know how and where it occurred, but I have to attribute it to my parents.
Okay.
My parents, my mother, and my father, they were extremely kind, extremely giving. I remember if somebody came to our house, it was always very important. And one day I remember my uncle came. I was in sixth grade and
Okay.
nobody was home. And in those days, they just showed up.
Oh,
They got down from the train and showed up. So, whatever little cooking I knew in the sixth grade, I dished him up something,
wow.
and he was very happy. And from that time, I called myself a chef.
Okay.
So, so that was what my mother taught me at a
Okay.
very young age, is to
Okay.
help and feed other people,
Okay.
irrespective whether she was there or not there. And he showed up during lunchtime.
Wow.
So maybe that's what I want to attribute to my mother.
That's wonderful, sir. So, here in the United States, the lifestyle of the people is fast paced. So, how important is meditation for the people living here?
It's meditation is something that I have discovered recently. And I must tell you that the fastest way to get anything done, you said it's fast paced. The fastest way to get things done is to slow down.
Okay.
So, being fast and wanting to multitask and achieving more actually may become counterproductive. Sometimes you have to look at the iOS. By iOS, I mean internal operating system. So if you can change your life by looking internally, just as Puja Guruma said, for 21 minutes.
Yes.
We spend more time on social media or other things in life. First thing when I get up, I used to just look at the phone,
Okay.
and 3 hours would go by, and I'm still on the phone.
Wow.
So if I can find 21 minutes or 49 minutes, it is not slowing down. I think it'll improve the pace at which you can accomplish things. So once again, being slow is actually going to help you being fast.
That's wonderful, sir. Sir, could you tell us your experience of coming to Chidambaram and being a part of Guru Purnami celebrations?
Absolutely, it was the most divine experience for me. Normally, when I go to India, I try to go and do a little bit of pilgrimage, meeting up with friends, going to different places. But this time, I just focused on Chidambaram.
Okay.
I was there a day earlier, and I left a day after the program concluded. And it was miraculous, visiting the temple on the first day, sitting outdoors and doing the meditation, and then Guru Purnima day, and also visiting the temple and being outdoors was just a magical experience. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity, and I met many wonderful people there, and many wonderful souls that are doing what it takes to help themselves. So this is part of the iOS. It's an internal operating system that one should take and embrace and continue to do as much as you can.
So nowadays, a lot of people speak about making money, but there's not much awareness about spirituality. So, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I'm in the wealth management business, and what I've seen in my 35 years of experience is there's never going to be enough money.
Okay.
Uh, if you're a millionaire, you want to become a billionaire. If you're a billionaire, you still want to keep on making more money. But more money doesn't give you more happiness. And in working with a lot of our clients are givers. They're extremely charitably inclined. They want to help and give back, and that is a sign of maturity. Uh, as Puja Swami Dayananda ji once said, Dayan Saraswati ji, he said, the transformation of a consumer to becoming a contributor is really maturity,
Okay.
or it's the seva. It's the seva bhava.
Yes.
And you have to give up at some point in time, you have to give up the consumption and let your contribution be at least equal to your consumption. And at some point in time, may your contribution exceed your consumption. And that is true personal growth. I have been fortunate and lucky to have that kind of thinking or mindset, not only for myself, but because of that mindset, I'm also a charitable philanthropic advisor. So I help many people ultimately figure out what they want to do when they grow up. When I say grow up, I'm talking about people who are in their 70s or 80s. And when I ask this question to them, what do you want to do when you grow up? They say, well, I think I'd like to, when I grow up, when I'm 85, I'd like to give back, and I'd like to offer more back to society and help other people. And I think that's really a game changer or a life changing thing, because it's most fulfilling when you turn from becoming a consumer to becoming a contributor.
So, you're very successful in your profession. How do you plan your day out? Is it like one day ahead you plan? Because you need some time for your profession and also you're parallelly balancing spirituality. So, could you give some tips?
Sure. I've been lucky enough to be a member of the Strategic Coach. It's an entrepreneurial coaching program founded by Dan Sullivan in Chicago.
Okay.
And when I first joined the program 25 years ago, uh, the first lesson for the day, and it's an 8 hour day, where you go and think about your thinking. You don't do anything else. You just
Okay.
sit with a paper and you think about what to do. So the concept was free time.
Okay.
So in my calendar, I first block out all the free time.
Okay.
So now I take about 150 free days in a year
Oh,
where I don't do anything, no
okay.
work.
Okay.
And then I have 210 days left in the year to do what I need to do to run my life. So free time is more important than anything else. So free time and then focus time.
Okay.
I have about 60 to 70 focus days where I help myself and I think about how to work with my team,
Okay.
and the rest of it is buffer days. So my free time is very precious. I'm fiercely independent and mindful of the amount of free time I would like to have, because, like I had said earlier, The fastest way to get things done is to slow down, and free time helps you. And meditating during that time also helps you. And luckily enough, Pujya Sri Amagaru says 49 minutes is enough.
Yes,
And I think that's the medicine that's needed for you to become more confident, more clear, and achieve anything that you want.
that's great, sir. So, lastly, what is that which motivates you to do seva?
It's the joy of giving, it's the joy of seeing other people be happy, and that makes you happy, just giving back. There's something about being able to do something for others that you cannot do as a young person. As we grow up, as a child, we're taken care of by our parents. As teenagers and later on in life, we try to think about us and me first kind of an attitude. And that rugged individualism stops a little later in life when you realize that you can't call all the shots. So then you find out that there is something more to life. It's not just about yourself, it's about helping others. And when you do that, you start, great things start happening to you. And I frankly, I don't even think about it. I just do it. So it makes me happy and makes other people happy.
So, thank you very much, and it's wonderful to speak to you today.
Thank you.
Mangalam Nitya Shubha Mangalam.
Thank